Hey everyone, just getting on here. Happy Thursday. All right, here we go. How is everybody today? It is Thursday morning and we are live here on Facebook and on YouTube. So let me just get some things going here. And you'll notice today I've got a couple more crystals out to show you. So we will go through some of those today and use them while we use our cards. So we'll be talking about not just the cards you can use as tools, but other things you can use when you do your own readings. So let's just get this all set up. Sorry, it's always like a little bit of an organization. Good morning, Will. I see you over on YouTube. Oh, good morning, Rosalind. Thanks for coming. I see you on Facebook. It's always like a lot of multitasking, but you know, it works. And I'm glad we're finally able to get it going live on both places. So it's having a little bit of an issue, but I made the process a little more difficult on myself than I had to, and that's what caused issues. So it's kind of a interesting thing we can think about ourselves. Like you get something figured out, and this could have to do with, you know, work or home or relationships, whatever, and everything's running smoothly, and then we feel the need to do something different or switch it up or make it more difficult, and then we have issues. So that was just my example from this morning of something exactly that. So like my yoga teacher Shelly would say, you know, the things that you do off the mat show up on the mat and vice versa. And actually, I think that's a really great segue to talk about the deck, and why we're here in the first place is to talk about the deck and this tool that's for everyone, for beginners, for card readers, for any level, in its, you know, non-denominational. There's no, you know, religious undertones. You can apply this to any religion or lack of religion for that matter. So that's the really great thing about the deck, is it's for everyone. And I've had actual career card readers use them and love them, and hopefully we can start sharing some of their videos. But it's also for everyone. So you work from home, you run a business, you don't run a business, you work at a regular job, or you're a mom or a teacher or whatever it is, these cards apply to all of it. The collective, as we've been calling it when we pull our cards. And my wish for all of you is to have this tool on hand yourself. So whether you keep it at home or at your office, it's discreet and it looks nice. And we designed it in a way that it would fit any decor. You know, I think for some people, things can tend to get to woo is kind of the word you hear, or sort of out there, or whatever it is. And the idea with this is it could fit in the home of someone who is more into metaphysical and woo, but it could also fit into the home of a corporate working person. So keep that in mind, because even when you're at work, you are still showing elements of yourself. So with all of that in mind, remember entrepreneurauracle.com EO store. So entrepreneurauracle.com/EO store, or if you just go to entrepreneurauracle.com, that's how you can get your hands on the deck. And also, you can now get your hands on some of these really amazing crystals. So we showed a rose quartz last week that one of our top fans who's here today hopefully has received in the mail already, and Rosalind, let me know if you've gotten that. And so I decided I would show even more. So if you're on today and you've seen something in the store, and let's look, we could take a look at that quickly. Here's our website. So up at the top, you just click on EO Store, and that'll take you directly to the store that has the cards, of course, but all of these other amazing crystals and some sprays. I've got the moon spray with me now. I usually spray this before I start my lives. It smells really amazing. And today we're gonna look at this clear quartz point, and we're gonna look at one of my favorites, tiger's eye. But if there's something you see in the store and you're on here now, let me know and I can pull it out and we can look at it together. So with that in mind, let's get back to some cards. And let me check in the comments. Morning, Heather. Oh, you like the box. Thank you. Yeah, that was one of the things, one of the tarot readers' feedback was how sturdy the box was. So also it has a lot of texture to it as well. So the black portion is matte and the full color area is gloss, and all the cards are designed in the same way. So the photograph and image is glossy, and then the section with the words and insight are matte, so you can read them better. The back of the cards are also matte and gloss with our EO logo, which represents the Fibonacci spiral, but that makes it really easy to hold and handle when you're shuffling. We've gotten a lot of great feedback on that, so I'm really glad all the extra work and thoughts that went into it are really making a difference. So with that in mind, I'd like to show you first these really beautiful tiger's eye pieces, and you'll find those on the store. They're $6 each. So the item, there's a picture of both of them on the store so you can see both of them. We only have these two for now, but they are $6 each, or of course you could buy both of them for $12. So that is the tiger's eye. And tiger's eye is a really amazing looking stone, of course. Hopefully you can see sort of the shimmering and the layers going on there. Really beautiful pieces. Actually, let me clear out some of these cards so you can see it a little better. In this case, the crystal is dark, so we need a little bit of a contrast background so we can see it a little better. Just having a little issue here with the camera. Let's see. Let's go back to me full and we'll get rid of the little camera. And I will show you these pieces sort of a little more up close. You could see the layering and that shimmer in them, and they're actually pretty good size. Both of them are, of course, different because each one is a little different. But you see that shimmer there, that's really nice. See if I can get a little more light on it. It's always something, right? You know, I get the YouTube working and now the camera battery decides to not be enough. There's your tiger's eye. And then the other piece we'll be using today is this really amazing piece of quartz. And hopefully you can see, of course you can see the major point termination there at the top, but there's so many all around the sides. So we move it a little bit around so you can see all the different sections. It's a really special piece. I have really hard time selling this one actually because I really liked it. So this is the other piece we'll be using today. Good morning, Debbie. Good to have you here. Welcome. Got a couple of new people. That's great. Let me check the comments over on, I've got too many windows open now. So we've got the clear quartz, and we've got the 2 tiger's eye. And again, if you see anything on the store that you would like to see live, I can bring them up. I have them all around me, and I could show you here live so you can get a better picture of it. But let's bring out our cards, which of course is the whole reason we're here. This is for the Entrepreneur Oracle deck. This is the tool that I want to extend to all of you to get your hands on. entrepreneuraoracle.com/EO store. And this deck is designed to help you work through emotions. So it's not to help you ignore them or never feel them again. It's to help you get things done in your life, in your work, while you're having these sort of highs and lows. So if you run your own business like I do, I have a graphic design website business, which is the work I was doing when I came up with this idea. This was before COVID, before any of that. But even then, if you work from home, which a lot of people understand more now because there's more of us due to COVID, it could feel really isolating. You could second guess yourself a lot. There's always that, when you run your own business, there's always the imposter syndrome of, do I really know what I'm doing? Should I be doing this? Am I charging enough? Am I charging too much? You know, there's so many questions. You get a new client, 5 minutes later, the client pulls out, or you lose a different one. It's just a lot of ups and downs. But it's interesting timing on creating and developing the deck, because those emotions that come with running your business were the same emotions and ups and downs that came with the entire year of 2020. So I think we're all a little more aware of emotions and how things going on in the world affect us. And this is the tool that can guide you through all of that. So it is Thursday, January 21st, and I'd like to start. Should have put the meanings of tiger's eye and clear quartz up so I could be better prepared for you. Maybe, Will, if you can put the tiger's eye meaning and the quartz up there, that would be great. And I have the stones right here laying in front of me. We just don't have the downward view today. That's okay. We're still here, right? Collective card for today, Thursday, January 21st. What do we want to know today? And also, how is everybody feeling today? And, you know, it doesn't have to be about any current events or anything like that. I mean, this is really just an open collective area to talk about feelings and how you're doing and things you might need support with. This is where you could take advantage of that. So let us know in the comments. And self-confidence and inner strength. Thank you, Will. So let's see what card we pull today. More than likely, it'll be something that goes with that. And then we'll just shuffle a couple more times. I'm green. Am I coming through green? Oh, it's funny. You never know what's going to happen when you go live. So let's see. Value. That's the perfect card to go with this. So this card says, each person decides what is of value to them. That's not only self-value, but what you find valuable. What do you want to pay for? What do you find valuable in a friendship, in a relationship, in a job, in, you know, anything? What do you find valuable? how do you find value in yourself? How do you define value in what you are offering? If you're running a business or if you're at your job, what value do you bring to your job? What value do you bring to your home, your relationships, your friendships? This all is determined by each person. So what I may determine as valuable is not the same as what the person next to you might find valuable. So we should be good. Oh, I see. 1 second. Let me just switch over to use camera. Oh, I see what happened. I'm just going to fix this real quick before we can come back. So give me one moment, but think about value. All right, I got that back up. So let me know. Sorry about that. If you can hear me or see me, I think we got it working now. Let's just see. Okay, I can see myself again on here. Let me know in the comments if you can. Sorry about that. Always something, but we're here. Let me know if you can see me. Seems like we're still good over on YouTube. So just let me know in the comments if you can see me, hear me. Anybody still there? Okay, well, looks like we're good over on YouTube. It's so funny how all of this stuff works. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Well, come on over to YouTube if you want to see me, but at least you can hear me. Sorry about that. Either way, we were talking about value, and what you determine as value is not the same as what other people may determine value. And that's great because we talked about the meaning of tiger's eye, and that having to do with self-confidence and inner strength. And isn't that all about how we can determine our own value? I just want to see if I can. I hate when this stuff happens. You should be able to see me on there because it's all working. Anyway, we'll just keep moving on. If anybody would like a card, let me know. We're over on Facebook. I can still see your comments and see that there are people here. Sorry for the issue over on Facebook. Let me know if you would like a card. And I think this would be a good time also to discuss the clear quartz and what that brings to the situation. This is a high vibrational stone. It will help you clear your mind and focus. By harnessing your thoughts and clear actions, you will be able to make better choices and decisions. And all of our crystals come from the Crystal Tribe store. My friend Tara in Arizona, and she gets hers directly from the source that mines them from the ground, and they're all sound cleansed and taken very good care of, so they're all ethical, which to me, all rocks are amazing, but when they come with that sort of source and care, to me it just makes their energy or power a little more, I think it just ups the game of them a little bit. If you don't work with the crystals, they're still really beautiful and great decor for around your house. This one especially is really amazing. We only have this one, so if you are interested in this one, make sure you jump over to the store right away and to get your hands on it. And Will has also put the link to the crystal there. If you're on Facebook and you can't see me, you can either jump over to YouTube or you can check out the website for the replay later. Heather would like a card. I will surely pull one for you. Alicia, would you like a card? And you don't want me to pick patience, right? Let me pick one for Heather first. That's funny. And I've got these crystals placed down here. So we're working with not only self-confidence, but the clarity to have the self-confidence and working with our own values. So the collective card again is value. So that applies to each and every one of you that's listening to this live or on the replay. And for Heather, we've got the channel card. And the channel card says you cannot separate yourself from your business. And I think for you specifically, or for everybody listening, business, the word business can be changed to a lot of things. You can't separate yourself from. This card makes me think of different groups of people you might surround yourself with. Do you act differently at work? Do you have a different personality there than you do with your exercise friends or your high school friends or around your family or certain members of your family? It's just letting you know that in each one of those situations, you're never really disguising yourself or separating yourself. The authentic you and the real you is still there. So if that's the case, like what's really the point of hiding yourself in all the different situations? And it shows this really cool, these sort of ancient pottery. This is actually at the equator in Ecuador. So it's really, this image really visualized that message for me. So are you placing yourself in these different pots to have the perception of being all these different people, or not wanting people to see who you really are? Or are you just being who you are? And that goes directly with the value card. What you find valuable and what someone else might find valuable, that's the whole reason for this, right? If we're worried about what people are going to say or think, that's when we get ourselves into this situation of we think we need to hide ourselves or act differently. So, hope that helps you. And Alicia, let's get a card going for you. Were you ever able to see me again over on Facebook, or just can hear me? I want to hit refresh, but I'm kind of afraid that will mess the whole thing up. So, Alicia. So, along with value, again, our collective card, your card today is teamwork. Each of you has a contract that you choose to subscribe to or not. And there's this picture of this really amazing tree that's actually the result of two trees coming together. So this card, along with value, remember each person decides what is of value to them. Teamwork. So to me, this means there's certain people in your life for certain things, and what you find valuable and you want to focus on in your work or home or wherever is different than someone else maybe that's on your team. But that's okay, because you need the team. If you're really good at organizing, you need that person that's really good, not at organizing, but maybe at being creative or more free. So I think, to me, there's value, of course, in everyone on your team. And teamwork still means we need to be together, and that each one of us brings a piece to that. So I'm going to push refresh to Facebook. So hold tight 1 second. Let's see if that fixes the problem. Well, I don't know. Let's just see. Oh well, it's lost Facebook. But if you're here, you're still on YouTube. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you working with us. And we'll just wait, see if anybody else comes on. So funny that like this works sometimes and doesn't work other times. So anyway, if anybody else is hearing like a card over on YouTube, let me know. Otherwise, I think we'll just have to. Oh, Alicia, you're over on YouTube now. Thank you. We will just end our live over on Facebook and go from there. Will would like a card. Excellent. Of course, Will. Always something. You always got to have other plans or just go with the flow. This is how we figure stuff out. So, Will, today you have the motivation card. So, here it is. And this one, I guess, to me, reminds me of the actual moment I was in this position in Galapagos, and we were climbing this volcano actually together. And I was looking at these stairs that you could see over on the side, and I was thinking, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one thinking that. How were we going to do this? But we did it. And I remember there being a lot of platforms or sort of breaks within the way up. But I also remember getting to the top and the amazing views we got to see. And that's what made me pick this card, this image for this card. And it says, trust the inner wisdom of why you chose this life of insert what it is you chose. So in this case, the card says entrepreneurialism, but this could also mean, you chose to be an accountant, or you chose to be a stay-at-home mom, or you chose to live a life of service, or whatever it is. You trust the inner wisdom of why you chose what you have chosen in this life. You knew why, and you need to trust that the choices you're making are the right ones for you. So that's a great card. Also, your choices are not always going to be valued by others, because remember, the value you find is different than the value that others find. So don't let that slow down your motivation, because especially when you run your own business, there can be this pressure from other people to get a real job, or want to have that safety. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're running your own business, it becomes uncomfortable, or you're making different choices than other people. They become uncomfortable. So don't let that stop your motivation. So that's a great card to get today. And I am again showing these tiger's eye because these have a lot to do with self-confidence, which is how we determine our value, along with the clarity to see it in this amazing clear quartz. So there's 2 of the tiger's eye available on our store, and then there's just this one quartz piece that is so amazing. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. I really appreciate it. And sorry about the issues over on Facebook if you were over there. Be sure to clear this up for next time. Thank you so much, everyone. EntrepreneurOracle.com. get your hands on your own deck, and you can do this same thing for yourself at any time of the day, in your pajamas, in your bathroom, whatever you want to do. EntrepreneurOracle.com. Get your deck. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great